Given a equal to 5, d is equal to 3, an is equal to 50, find n and sn. So what available here is first value I am taking this one, an is equal to 50 given here, and I know the formula for an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d, and the value of an is 50 and a is given already 5, n we have to find out, n minus 1, d is 3. So when you expand this part, 5 plus 3n minus 3 is equal to 50, or 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 plus 3n, that is equal to 50, or bring 2 to the other side, it becomes 50 minus 2 is equal to 3n, or 48 is equal to 3n, 3n is equal to 48, or n is equal to 48 upon 3. Finally, we got the answer for n is equal to 16. Now I am going to find Sn value. Sn is equal to, we have two different equations. I am going to write both, then I will explain which one you can select this one. N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, you can apply this one and take a lot of time. Otherwise, since we know the value of an, we can go for the second formula. The second formula, Sn is equal to n upon 2 a plus an. Since a also given, an also given, I can go for the second formula here. Sn equal to n is 16 by 2, a is 5, an is 50. So in this case, 8 by 8, 16 by 2 is 8, and 5 plus 50 is 55. So 8 into 550 is 440. So that is the sum of A, B series. Sn equal to 440, 440. Now come to the second question. A13 given, and we have to find D and S13. So the question is a direct question here. A13 given here, that is a 35. And what is the equation for A13? A plus n is 13 minus 1 times d, and here is A13. So now substitute the value of A13 is a 35, that is equal to, A is equal to 7, and 13 minus 1 is 12, and d. So we don't know d now at this moment, no problem. So 35 minus 7, 35 minus 7, that is equal to 12d. 35 minus 7 is 28, that is equal to 12d, or 12d is equal to 28, or d is equal to 28 upon 12, or that is equal to 14 upon 6, or that is equal to 7 upon 3. Okay, directly you can divide by 4 also, you can do this one, or you can go in this method also. Okay, so d is equal to 7 upon 3. We found the value of d. Now I have to find S13. Sn equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. This formula we can use. Since I have the d value, I have the n value, I can do this one. Or since a and A13 already given there, I can go for the second formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 times a plus an. So I prefer to use the second one here. S13, that is the n equal to 13, 13 by 2, and a value is 7, and A13 is equal to 35. 35 plus 7 is equal to 42. 13 by 2 into 42, and when you cancel this one, it is equal to 13 into 21, because 21 2s are there in 42 is 13. So multiply normal way, you can do side by side here. 21 13, you can go for this one like 63, and maybe 21 is equal to 372. So 273 is coming here. 273 is 13 is 273. Okay, so answer for this question is S13 equal to 273. Now move on to the third question. A12 is equal to 37. A12 is equal to 37, and D is equal to 3 given. What I have to find is, I have to find A and S12 I have to find out. So very simple one. We know the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d, and as per the question they give the value of a12, that is equal to 37. That indirectly says n is equal to 12. So a12 is equal to a plus 12 minus 1 times d. We already know the value of a12 is given that 37 is equal to a value I don't know. So 12 minus 1 is 11 and d value is 3. So that is equal to a plus 33, that is equal to 37. Or in other way, 37 minus 33 is equal to a, or 4 is equal to a, and better write in this form a is equal to 4. I got the value of a. So what is the value of a now? A is equal to 4. Now what I have to find is S12 I have to find out. Okay. So S12, two method possible. Now I am going for a shortcut method, n by 2, a plus a n. Because a n also given there, a we found this one, I can go for this formula. So S12 is equal to n is 12, 12 by 2, and a value just now we calculated, a is equal to 4. A is equal to 4 and a12 is equal to 37. So in this case 12 by 2 is 6, 4 plus 37 is 41, and S12. When you multiply here we get the answer 246. S12 equal to 246. This is the answer for this question, 246. Okay. 246. Now I'm going to the fourth question. Fourth question is a3 equal to 15 and s10 is 125. We have to find d and a10. Okay. So how to find d? If you know a, we can find. Okay, that is not possible now because a is not given, and a10 we have to find, s10 given there. Okay. So first write what are the values available here. a3 is equal to 15. So as for the statement, what is the meaning here is a3 is equal to a plus 3 minus 1 times d. Okay. So that is equal to a plus 2d is equal to 15. Or put in this way, a plus 2d is equal to 15 as the equation number 1. Okay, a plus 2d equal to 15 as the equation number 1. Now I am coming for the second term, s10 is equal to 125. Okay. So in this case, how to go for this one? N formula is equal to n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, this is one formula. Another formula is a plus an. Since a is also don't know, a10 also don't know, so we can use this formula to find the value of n. So better use the value of a in this equation and do that one. Okay. Now s10 125, so n is equal to 10. So in this case I am coming to the next part of this equation, that is equal to s10, that is equal to 10 upon 2 bracket 2 times of a that I don't know, plus 10 minus 1 times d. Okay, so d also I don't know that one. So now this equation s10 is nothing but 125. 125 is equal to 5 times of 2a plus 9d. Okay, so now I expand this one. 5 2s are 10a plus 45d, that is equal to 125. Okay, so I call this equation number 2, but to write in a better way, I write here 10a plus 45d is equal to 125. So this is equation number 2. Now I am taking these two equations to the next page and we are going to solve this equation here. So equation 1 is a plus 2d, that is equal to 15. A plus 2d is equal to 15. That is equation number 1. Now I take the second equation. What is the second equation? 10a plus 45d equal to 125. 10a plus 45d equal to 125. This is equation number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking equation 1 and multiply by 10 on both sides. So it will become 10a plus 20d, that is equal to 150. I call this equation number 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract equation 2 from 3. So equation 3 is 10a plus 20d, that is equal to 150. That is equation 3. Now second equation is 10a plus 45d, that is equal to 125. So I'm going to subtract in this case. When you go for subtraction, change the color to differentiate this one. And of course, we are coming for the normal one. So 10 minus 10 is 0. 20 minus 45d equal to minus 25d. And that is equal to 150 minus 125 is equal to 25. So from this equation, what I come to know is minus 25d is equal to 25. Or d is equal to 25 upon minus 25. Therefore, d is equal to minus 1. So now I got the value for d. D equal to minus 1. We found d. Now we have to find a10. To find a10, I must know the value of a. So I am going to substitute value of d in equation 1. So substitute d is equal to minus 1 in equation 1. So in this case, what is equation 1? A plus 2d is equal to 15. Or a plus 2 into minus 1, that is equal to 15. Or a minus 2 is equal to 15. Or a is equal to 17. A is equal to 17. Now I know the value of how 17 comes. 15 minus 2 in another comes side, give plus 2. Therefore a is equal to 17. Now what is the next process is I have to find a10. So I have to find a10. How to find a10? Again the simple formula only. a10 is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. So substitute the value of a. What is the value of a? 17 we found. Okay. So a is equal to 17 and n is 10 minus 1 and d equal to minus 1 here. Okay. D is equal to minus 1. So therefore 17 plus 9 into minus 1. 9 into minus 1, that is equal to 17 minus 9, that is equal to 8. a10 in this case is equal to 8. Okay. So when you are free, you do one thing. There is one more formula is there. Sn equal to n by 2 times a plus an. Even use the value and get this, because S10, you know this one. S10 is given the question, is 125 given, and a we found that one, and easily we can find a10 also from that equation. That is also possible. Okay. So when you are free, you try yourself. Now coming to question number 5. 5d is given, S9 is given. We have to find a and a9. Okay. Okay. Write the equation here. We start with this one. We have S9 equal to 75. We write the formula. S9 is equal to 9 by 2, because the n is 9 by 2, and in this case I have the value inside a plus an. This is also possible, and here in both the case I don't know if a and a9, and I'm trying to find the link between both. Okay. Or I can use another formula. So there is a 9 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Okay. This formula solved, because the d value is given here, so I am going to write this formula instead of the first one. So I am going to select the second one instead of the first one. So in this case S9 is given 75. 9 by 2. Okay. 2 times a. I don't know the value of a. Right here. N value I know, 9 minus 1, and d value given in the question 5. So in this case 9 by 2 times 2a plus 8 times 5. Okay, 8 times 5. So that is equal to 75. I'm coming to the next page, since I need space here. So 75 is equal to 9 upon 2 times 2a plus, I read the same statement here, 2a plus 8 times of 5. So in this case it is a 9 by 2, 2a plus 40. Okay, that is equal to 75. So go for cross multiplying here. 75 into 2, that is equal to 9 into 2a plus 40. So when I expand this one, it is a 150, that is equal to 9 into 2 is 18a, and 9 into 40 is a 360. Okay, 940 or 360. So now how to minimize this one? So 150 minus 360, that is equal to 18a. So when you subtract this one, what answer will get this one? 360 150 minus 360 equal to 210. Minus 210 is equal to 18a, or 18a is equal to minus 210. Take the value to the other side and write the value and get the answer here. So in this case 18a is equal to minus 210, or a is equal to minus 210 divided by 18. So it is a multiples of 3. So when you go for this one, a is equal to 70 times 73s are the minus 220. How many 3s are in 18? 6 3s are 18. Further I can divide further. It is a minus 35 by 3. So I divide by 2 again here. So I got the value of a is equal to minus 35 by 3. Now in this case what we have to find out? Okay, a found. Now I am going to find a9. Okay, so a is equal to minus 35 3. I have to find a9. So a9 I have to find. a9 is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. You can use this formula or another formula also you can use this one. Okay, I think better you go this formula, this simple one here. So a9 is equal to a plus 9 minus 1 times d. What is value of a? Minus 35 by 3, and d already given 5. D value is given in the question 5. Okay, so a is minus 35 by 3, minus 35 by 3 plus 8, 9 minus 1 is 8, and d equal to 5. So therefore minus 35 by 3 plus 40, or take a LCM here, or cross multiply, minus 35 plus 40 into 3. So that is equal to minus 35 plus 120 upon 3. That is a a9. I'll take the next part here. a9 is equal to, if you subtract this one, it is a 85. So 120 minus 35 is 85 upon 3. You can leave as it is, or you can divide and do this one. But my suggestion is when there is a fraction, leave as it is. So they ask a9. a9 is 85 upon 3. Okay. So now move on to the next one. Question number 6. Question number 6. A given, d is given, sn given, and we have to find n and an. Okay. So in this case, okay, Sn given here. Okay, fine. Okay, so I start with the Sn formula. What is Sn formula? N upon 2, and here 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So I have selected here because I know the value of d, I know the value of a here, so I am selecting this formula. So Sn in this case is equal to 90, but I don't know about value of n. So n by 2. 2 into, what is the value of a? 2, and n I don't know that one. And what is the value of d? D is 8. So now substitute this one. It is a n upon 2. 2 into 2 is a 4 plus 8n minus 8. That is equal to 90. So next process, I am cross multiply, take the 2 to the other side, multiply here. So 90 times 2 is equal to n bracket 8n minus 4. Because 4 minus 8 is minus 4, we have this value here. So that is equal to 180, that is equal to 8n square minus 4n. Okay. So this is almost like a quadratic equation. Not almost, it's a quadratic equation. Okay. So how we can say is one. So for my calculation, I just take 8n square minus 4n equal to 180, or 8n square minus 4n minus 180 is equal to 0. I'm going to divide this by 4 on either side. So 8n square by 4 equal to 2n square minus n, and here 4 for 16 remaining 2 25 45, that is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation because order is 2. So when I solve this one, I can get the value of n value, 2 value possible. From the 2 values we can find the correct value here. Okay, so in this case I'm taking this equation to the next page. 2n square minus n minus 45 minus n minus 45 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. In chapter 4 you learn a concept called quadratic equation. What it says, one, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. And how to find the solution? There are many methods are there. One simple method is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, the same logic applicable to this also. So I can say n is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now what is the value of a? Is a coefficient of n square. A is 2. And what is the value of b? B is equal to minus 1. And what is the value of c? C is equal to minus 45. So now n is equal to minus b, and that is the b value is minus 1, minus of minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square, that is minus 1 whole square, minus 4 into a is a 2 and c is minus 45, and whole divided by 2a. A is 2. In this case minus into minus plus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 whole square is plus 1 minus 4 2s are 8 and 8 45s are is 360. Okay, yeah, 360. So minus into minus plus, so automatically what happened? 360 will be there. So you try yourself. 45 into 8 is a 360 and divided by 4. So further this equation can be written as 1 plus or minus square root of 361 upon 4. Okay. So now with this value I am coming to the next page here. So n equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 361 by 4 is there. I am coming to the next page here. N is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 361 divided by 4. To find the square root of number, we can use factorization method. So when you divide by, whether we check 361 by 2, no. This will be 3, no. 5, no. It's not divisible by this one. 7, again of course no. So then we have no other alternative to follow a different method to find square root of number. So I just write the method here. So 361, put a dot over the first unit digit, then come to, after 2 digit come here. Now we have to find how many squares are there within 3. Only one square. What is the remainder? 2. 61. So now what I am going is, what is the quotient? 1. Multiply by 2. So it becomes 2. And I have to fill the gap here. What number I am writing on the quotient area? The same number I have to write here. So in this case, I am selecting 9 now. How 9? So you try yourself. Okay, you try with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all this one. So now I am multiplying 9 with the 29, not 19 with the 29. I have to multiply 9 with 29. So in this case, 9 9s are 81. Then 8 I am keeping as a carry for this one. And 9 2s are 18. 18 plus 8, 26. So 0. The square root of 361 is 19. So answer is n equal to 1 plus or minus 19 upon 4. So there are two roots possible, because when you plus one value minus another value. So I am writing both here. So n is equal to 1 plus 19 by 4. This is a one root. Another root, n is equal to 1 minus 19 by 4. 1 plus 19 is 20, 20 by 4. And another case we have this one, n is equal to minus 18 by 4, or that is equal to, I have n is equal to 5, whereas here n is equal to minus 9 by 2. Remember, here n must be positive integer. So therefore, in this case, the second term n equal to minus 9 by 2 is an invalid option. So is the invalid. So from this, what I come to is n equal to 5 is the valid root. It is a valid root because as per the norm, n must be positive integer, is a valid root. So I'm writing n equal to 5. N is equal to 5. Now what we are supposed to solve the question? Question is we found n. Now next is we have to find an. We have to find an. So what is the formula for an? An equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. So automatically I am coming here. I have to find an. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. And what is the value for a? A is 2, d is 8. A is 2, d is 8. I am substituting the value here. A is 2 and n value given 5 minus 1. We found now only d is 8. So therefore 2 plus 4 into 8, that is equal to 2 plus 32, that is equal to 34. An equal to 34. To give precise answer, n value we know this one, a5 is equal to 34. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Now I am coming to the next question, 7th question. Here a is equal to 8, an equal to 62, sn equal to 210. Find n and d. Okay, so now we start with this one here, first one. So an given here 62, and we know the formula for an. So an equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. Do you know the value of n? No. Do you know the value of d? Yes. D also we don't know. A value, yes, I know this one. So 8. What is the value of an? 62 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay. Or we put in another way, bring 8 to the other side. 62 minus 8 is equal to n minus 1 times d. Okay. So in this case, answer is 54 is equal to n minus 1 times d. Okay, keep the value as it is. Now we have the next option, Sn. Okay, so what are the equations available right here? Now Sn, will come for this one. We have two equations. In one equation, we are using the value of a and an. So I am taking the second part here. Sn is equal to n by 2 times a plus an. Sn already given 210. N I don't know, so n by 2. A is 8 and an is equal to 62. So in this case, I have the expression n by 2. 8 plus 62 is 70, and that is equal to 210. Or 210 equal to, how many 2s are in 70? 35. So 35 n. So there is a relation between 210, and from this we can find n value. So 35 n equal to 210. And what is the value of n? N equal to 210 divided by 35. Okay. So now you first divide by 7. How many 7s are there in 210? 30. How many 5s are 7s are in 35? 5, 7. So 30 by 5 is equal to 6. N is equal to 6. I got the answer. N is equal to 6 now. Okay. Now with this value, I am going to substitute in the previous equation, maybe call it equation 1. There I substitute and get the answer for d. So now we found n. Now I am going to find d from the previous equation. So what is the previous equation? 54 is equal to n minus 1 times d. Just now I calculated the value of n equal to 6. Okay, in the previous one, n equal to 6 we found. So we are substituting the value here. 54 is equal to 6 minus 1 and d I am keeping here. So that is equal to 5d. 54 is equal to 5d, or 5d is equal to 54, or d is equal to 54 upon 5. So this is perfectly correct. Okay, so you can write the value like this way, or if you want convert into decimal point, that is also possible. And when you go for 54 divided by 5, okay, so 10 5s are 50 and remainder is 4, and if we dot here, then 40, then 8 5s are 40, then remainder 0, so therefore we can say is 1. D is equal to 10.8 also you can write. So both are correct. Okay, so we found D value, we also found N value is 6 and D value is 10.8. Now 8th question. Given AN equal to 4, D equal to 2, SN equal to minus 14, find N and A. And first one we start with this AN. AN is equal to 4. Here D is given, A is not there. Okay, SN is given here. Okay, first we find equation here. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. So what is the value of A? That I am going to find. What is the value of N? That also I am going to find now. What is the value of D? Is given in the question 2. And what is the value of AN? So in this case is 4. So that is equal to A plus 2N minus 2. That is equal to 4. Or bring the 4 to the other side. So it becomes 4 plus 2 is equal to A plus 2N. Okay, or 6 equal to A plus 2N. So I got one equation. I keep as a reserve. Okay, first equation. So the moment I find A value, I can substitute, or N value, I can substitute, get the answer here. Now the second one, I have the expression Sn equal to minus 14. Okay, Sn equal to minus 14. Now write the values side by side. Sn is equal to minus 14. So what is the formula for Sn? N upon 2 times 2 formula is possible. A plus An possible. A plus An possible. Or I can use another formula. Sn equal to N by 2 times A plus, actually 2A plus 2, clear this word. Yeah, 2A plus N minus 1 times D. Okay, so this value also possible. Now I am substituting here Sn value is 14, minus 14. I substitute minus 14 and N upon 2, I don't know value of N, and now 2A plus N minus 1 time D. D is what? 2. So now substitute here one by one, and 2 take the other side. Minus 14 into 2 is equal to N times 2A plus 2N minus 2. Okay, 2A plus 2N minus 2, I'll given this one. Now N is given here. Or that is equal to minus 28 is equal to N into 2A plus 2N minus 2. Okay, or take 2 outside, because the 2 everything is there. I'll go to the next page and do this one. Okay, I'm coming to the next page. Again I continue from here. Okay, I rewrite the same thing here. Minus 28, that is equal to N, I am keeping as say N into 2, and what is inside? A plus N minus 1. Okay, when you take outside, it become A plus N minus 1. Okay, that is a 28. Okay, so now refer the first equation. What is the first equation? A plus 2N equal to 6. Okay, I recall the first equation. A plus 6 equal to A plus 2N. That is the equation given here. A plus 2N equal to 6. Now from this one I can get the value of A. So how to write substitute for A here? Or A plus 2N. This is equation 1. Okay, I'll just put a little gap here. So this is equation 1. So A plus 2N equal to 6, or A is equal to 6 minus 2N. Okay, now substitute this value in equation number 2. Okay, so minus 28 is equal to N into 2. What is the value of A? 6 minus 2N, and again N minus 1. So when I expand this one, like 2N, keep the outside. 6 minus 1 is a 5, minus 2n plus n equal to n, that is equal to minus 28. Okay, so now we expand this one. It became 2n into 5 is equal to 10n. 2n minus n equal to minus I write small letter here. I just minus 2n into 5 10n, and 2n into minus 2n equal to minus 2n square, that is equal to minus 28. I'm taking the value to the next page. So please note down the same value I'm writing here, minus 28, that is equal to, what is left there, 10n minus 2n square. 10n minus 2n square. 10n minus 2n square. Now I am bringing 2n square 10n to the other side. So this will become plus 2n square minus 10n minus 28 is equal to 0. To simplify further, what I am going to do is I am going to divide by 2 on both sides. So this become n square minus 5n minus 14 equal to 0. Again, order is 2, is a quadratic equation. To solve the quadratic equation, we can follow various methods. Now I am going to use another method here. So what I am going to do is I multiply a and c. So I have to multiply a and c. I have a number. What number I have? This one, minus 14 I have. I am going to find the factors of minus 14. In such a way, this one, when I add the factors, it gives the value b. Okay, so when you go for this one, it's a minus 7, 2. There are two factors for minus 14, and in this case, when you multiply minus 7 and 2, I get the answer minus 14. Okay, minus 7 plus 2, I get the answer minus 5. So that is the basic criteria for finding the roots of a quadratic equation. It is there in chapter 4, but when you post the video for this particular area, please go and refer that one. Now the same quadratic equation writing in this form, n square minus 7n plus 2n minus 14 equal to 0. So in this case, what I am going to do is I am taking first two terms alone, n square minus 7n. What is the common between first term and second term? N is a common. So take n outside, n minus 7. Now the factors right here, n minus 7 here. Now compare the last two terms. What are the last two terms? 2n minus 14. So the relation between 2n and n is plus 2 alone. So 2 into minus 4 minus 14. So therefore we can write this way. Now I am going to write this in a factorized form, n minus 7 into n plus 2, that is equal to 0. There are two terms are there in this equation. N minus 7 is one term, n plus 2 equal to another term, but the product is 0. That indicates one among these term is 0. So that means what I can conclude is either n minus 7 may be 0 or n plus 2 may be 0. N plus 2 may be 0. So the two possibilities are there. What is the possibilities? N minus 7 equal to 0 or n plus 2 equal to 0. Now with this, I coming to the next part here. N minus 7 equal to 0 or n plus 2 equal to 0. Then only the quadratic equation valid. So in this case, there are two roots possible. That is n equal to plus 7 and n is equal to minus 2. And here n refers to the term, particular term, and it must be always positive integer. So therefore n minus 2 is the invalid option in this case. So y is invalid, but as per the equation, n equal to minus 2 is valid quadratic root, but here n must be positive integer, therefore is invalid. And what is valid is n equal to 7 is valid. So we have n equal to 7 valid one here. And finally we got the answer, n is equal to 7. So what else we have to find in this equation? We check this one here. Okay, we got n value. Now they're asking a value also. They're asking a value also, and they given d, and d value is 2, n is 7. We can find an 4 is given. So write the value, all the value here. So an equal to 4 and d is equal to, what is the value of d in the question? 2. D is equal to, and n is equal to 7. And what you have to find? We have to find a value. Okay, So two method possible. You can use the SN formula or you can use the basic formula. So I'm going to use the basic formula. You can also try with the SN formula. SN equal to n by 2 a plus an. That formula also you can try. So both will give the same answer. I'm going for the very simple one. Okay. So the formula is an equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. What is the value of a? That only I am going to find now. What is the value of a n? 4. And what is the value of n? We got 7 and d is 2. So now this equation become 4 equal to a plus 6d, 6 into 2. I'm coming to the next page. So I can relate this one. So 4 is equal to a plus 6 times 2. Okay. So now in this case, how this become a plus 12. Okay. Otherwise, 4 minus 12 is equal to a. Minus 8 is equal to a, or finally you can say is 1, a is equal to minus 8. So this is the answer for this question. We found the value of a is minus 8, n equal to 7 we found, and this thing asked in question number 8 in the third here. N and a we found. Now I am going to ninth question. In ninth question, they gave the value of a is equal to 3 and n is equal to 8 and n equal to 192, and they're asking what is the value of d. Okay, so now you tell me which equation we can go for this one. They're asking d, so definitely Sn equal to n by 2 a plus an, not possible. So I'm going for the first formula, Sn equal to n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 times d. This formula I'm going for this one because d only we are going to find out, is correct. Okay, so you have to select the right equation right time. Okay, Sn equal to 192, n is equal to 8 and 2 times of a is 3 plus n value is 8 minus 1 d. Okay, so that is equal to 8 by 2, 2 plus 2 into 3 6 plus 7d, that is equal to 192. Okay, so cross multiply here, 192 into 2 equal to maybe 418, remaining 1 2 384, that is equal to 8 times 6 plus 7d. Okay, or 8 6 are 48 plus 7 7 are 49, 8 7 are 56d, that is equal to 384. Okay, I'm going to take the same equation to the next page. So after that we will change one. So 384, that is equal to 48 plus 56d, 48 plus 56d. Okay, or bring the 48 to other side. So 384 minus 48 is equal to 56d. So you do separately here, 384 minus 48, 14 minus 8 is 6 and 7 minus 4 is 3, and here 3 as is 336. Okay, so 336 is equal to 56d, or 56d is equal to 336, or d is equal to 336 by 56. Okay, so now what we can do is whether 56 divided by 3, no. So now already we have to divide by 2. We divide by 2. Okay, so one by one we'll do this one here, nothing wrong with this one. Okay, divided by 2 is 28 times, and here is 113 is 6 times 6, so is equal to 166 by 28. Further I can divide by 2. I'm just going a very simple way. Okay, you can go directly with some value, go for 14, and here I can divide by 2, 84. So 84 14 is there. So still I am going like this way, 84 14, so again is equal to 42 divided by 7, so automatically 6. Okay, so I got the answer, d is equal to 6. D is equal to 6 is the answer for this one. Check, yeah, they are asking only d alone. D equal to 6. Over. Now last part of the question, and 10th one. Given L equal to 28, S equal to 144, and there are total 9 terms, find A. So what you have to understand from the L is equal to 28 means indirectly imply this one, AN equal to 28. Okay, and given here is S equal to 144 given, and N equal to 9 because there is total 9 terms. So what you have to find? We have to find A is equal to what? So we know the formula Sn is equal to n upon 2. We have two formula. I am going to write the second formula, A plus An, because A only I am going to find out, An already there, and n already there, Sn already there. So I am going to substitute all the value here. Sn equal to 144, that is equal to n is 9 upon 2, A that I don't know, and An is 28. So when you take the 2 to the other side, it become 144 into 2, that is equal to 9 times of A plus 28. I am taking the same equation to the next page, and you also continue that one. So 144 times 2, that is equal to 9 times of A plus 28. 9 times of A plus 28. So now expand this one here. Okay, so that is equal to 288, that is equal to 9A plus, better I write as A, as it will look like double 99. So 9A plus 28 into 9. So very simple one, 10 to 28, 280. In this one you have to subtract 28, or you do in a separate way, 28, 9. So 9 8s are 72, and 7, 2 9s are 18 plus 7, 25. Okay, so in this case 252. Bring the value to other side. So 288 minus 252, that is equal to 9A. 288 minus 252. So 8 minus 2 is 6. 8 minus 5 is 3. So 36. So 36 is equal to 9 times of A, or 9 times of A is equal to 36, or A is equal to 36 upon 9, that is equal to 4. So answer for this last sum is A is equal to 4. So with this we come to the end of the third question in 5.3.